Good to go.
All right. What's up, everybody? How are you? What's Good Denver is a weekly celebration of culture and discovery and fun stuff to do in Denver for kids, couples, singles, and old timers. I'm Ryan Estes with Tom, the election marshal Donahue, and the swing state of podcasting, Troy Higgins. What's up, guys?
What is going on?
Yeah, what's up? I don't know if I should be the marshal, but
I'm continued to be impressed by these nicknames every week. They just get better and better each time.
Is that sarcasm I hear?
No, I'm serious. They're hilarious.
yeah,
Swing state of podcasting.
The swing state of podcasting. It's all up to Troy. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
It's all, and I want to get into it a little bit, but first, how do you guys feel about sweaters? I pulled the trigger on a sweater, first time in a long time. I'm thinking crew neck sweater might be my fall look. What do you guys think?
I got a couple of those. Yeah, I should making me want to throw one on right now. I mean, maybe we should have dress codes for the pod moving forward. Sweater day.
I would have got the memo. I would have joined you guys. The crew neck. I like it.
Crew neck sweater.
Yeah, it's elegant, chic, civilized.
Me and
Nice.
Troy will do really good on like oversized tee with the fashion cut day.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Fashionable
you
cut
guys
tee
would
day.
kill it on that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm on a normal size tee today. I'm feeling honestly a little constricted.
My tees look baggier than they are in real life. The video makes it look like they're not this baggy.
It's the
Just
cut.
makes-
It's the cut.
Yeah, it is.
Well, baggy's back, right? I mean, that's kind of the look. I see the cut of the jeans a little bit baggier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, skinny jeans aren't really a thing as much anymore. I don't think.
I was playing.
Yeah.
I was
Period of time where it was like skinny jeans was like, if you weren't wearing those, it was like, what are you doing?
Totally. Yeah, man, I struggle with fashion. I just wish I had a natural like talent at it. I don't. Like if I was left to my own devices, this is why I'm a little insecure. I would just go matchy. I would do blue sweatsuit, blue vest with blue hat and blue shoes. I'd be that guy,
jumpsuit guy.
And then and then the next day would be like the green day. So I can't do that. I think like ultimately like there's kind of like a Western professionalism. I think I might just glide into cowboy boots, boot cut jeans, and like alternating between white and powder button ups with pearl snaps, you know,
Yeah. The pearl
Fantastic.
snaps.
I love that.
and then, you want to French it up a little bit, you go bolo tie, you know.
Yeah.
And I went down this path a little bit, but then started looking at bolo ties. It's like, oh man, this is actually a big commitment. Like, what kind of bolo tie guy am I? Am I the buffalo nickel guy? Am I the stone inlay on silver guy? It's too many decisions.
Stone inlay on silver is nice, and then you got to figure out what kind of cord you're going with.
Yeah. You're going, you can go classic braid. You going that like tight, smooth leather braid.
You can have anything, all different types of materials, braids, cuts.
Yeah. Western wear really is like for men, like you can really get away with a lot of accessories with Western wear. Like they give men actually a little bit extra opportunity. There's a line that I don't know what age I'll cross this. Maybe it's in the 60s, but the real dapper Western attire, you would wear a silk scarf tied kind of tightly on the neck with a little knot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Seen that.
Yeah. I mean, you go to the like stock show, you see some like real burly, like leathered hands, like looking dudes with this like very dainty silk scarf. It's great.
I still got to go to that store that you mentioned, Ryan.
Yeah. Rockmount.
Rockmount? Is that what it's called?
Rockmount. Yeah. It's the best store in Denver. It's so fun.
Rock
So
Mount
cool in here.
ranch wear.
Yeah. Rockmount. If you want to go super elaborate, and I get their ornate stuff. I get their flannels, I was thinking about for like the powder blue and the white shirts going there, but I think you need a little bit more of a thin cut. They have like a traditional giant collar and like big boxy cut. So it's more of like an overshirt almost but like, a nice, if you want to have something you can throw a jacket over or something, you want like nice thinner cut, relatively speaking. I mean, what are we doing? I eat carbs, but
Their logo is so cool.
yeah, they're the best.
The cowboy. Is that their main logo?
The Roper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got the bibs, the baby bib. That's pretty sick.
They got Jack A wheel and Jack B wheel.
Yep. Yeah, Jack. They named a street in Denver after Jack Weil. A Weil.
A while.
He's the man. He's the man. But yeah, that's the place. You can go there. You could spend a few $100s on a bolo, no problem.
Wow.
You could spend $1,000 on snakeskin boots if you want to. They got everything, man. They got everything. They got your cowboy hats. They got your whole Western attire.
Oh yeah, silver Thunderbird with stone inlay bolo, nice.
Super sick.
Is this place out? Is this place out of Denver? Is it where it originates?
Yeah, it's Jack A. Weil is known as the inventor of the Western shirt. So he invented pearl snap shirts, and he's got the classic diamond cut right here, And so I think he started his store like 100 years ago or something. He died when he was like 102, something like that. Just an absolute legendary Denver guy. And
that's really cool.
yeah, and his shirts were like made popular in like the 60s and 70s from all the old school rock and roll guys. All the classic rock dudes wore his stuff. Dylan, Lennon, McCartney, all those guys wore his stuff. Back when that was like Billy Jack era, when like Western style was in. I mean, now it's definitely having a moment too, but then it was like that was the way if you're a rocker. And then of course he did all these like elaborate kind of embroidery, which they're still totally known for. But it was interesting because it was kind of like waning, like the 90s Western thing wasn't really popping in the garage or a grunge and hip hop era. But then the internet hit, and now those guys, dude, they're just like killing it. You go in there and it's just, they have shirts stacked and they have very good customer service, but like there's one person kind of manning the register, and then there's like 8 people in the back shipping boxes. Online sales.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
They're fantastic.
These bandanas are really cool too. Looking at it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Dude, shout to Rockmount. Hell yeah. All right. So it's election night, gentlemen. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm just glad it's going to be over. The problem is it's not going to be over, right? This is the beginning. Once they make a declaration one way or the other way, it's going to keep going. So my dream of being over it's not going to come to fruition.
Where do you guys get your polls updates? Like, you guys have a reliable site? I'm trying to find one that's good.
Online, I don't know, but I actually love election night. I think it's so exciting.
I like to watch the thing, when they got the couple correspondents and the map up and stuff, and they're changing colors and everything.
That's like CNN or like that type of stuff, right?
Yeah, I know that HBO is gonna have it, and I have HBO Max, and it's starting in 45 minutes. It starts.
Oh, okay. I gotta throw that on.
That's where I'm gonna go. So that's my source.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. I like to toggle in between. You got to get CNN. You throw Fox in there, and Fox is always really brightly lit. Both of those are really cool. And then you have, like you said, the guy on the map. And like an hour in, he's got his sleeves rolled up. He's got a sweat going. He's like, all right, Pennsylvania, 2% reporting. You're like, whoa, it's so fun.
Fox News is insane. My grandma watches Fox News like 4 to 5 hours a day. And like, if I'm visiting and I'll be sitting there watching it for like 15 minutes on the table. I'm just like, wow, this is insane. This is like just reality TV.
It's fun to flip to that for the crazy stuff. They should have like a red zone for this.
Oh yeah,
where you're just hopping around the different things to hear all the wild stuff people are saying.
We're gonna head over to Fox.
Yeah,
that would be serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. Well, CNN goes bananas too, or CNBC, like they're like in it and like, passionate. I mean, yeah, news is wild. I guess it's just I look forward to it because I never watched the news ever. It's
Mhm.
like one of those
Yeah.
things that years ago I realized in my media diet, like I don't want to watch the news, you
Mhm.
know, just these like, you know, talking heads trying to hypnotize me with their monosyllabic voice, into buying pharmaceutical drugs.
Mhm.
Not to be so pessimistic, but it's like it's just all doom and gloom. I prefer not to. But for this is the Super Bowl of America. This
Mhm.
is where you gotta tune in. Then if you get too spooked, you go put it on like PBS,
Mhm. There you go.
and that brings energy way down.
Is there like a Nickelodeon Super Bowl equivalent of the election? Like, is there like a live update for kids?
Got like the slime zone going
Yeah,
on while Kamala's giving like a speech or something.
exactly.
That would that would be awesome. I'd watch that.
You're coming up with all these genius broadcast
I
ideas. Just
know. Next 4 years
totally.
from now, we're
Yeah.
taking over.
Dude, I bet you that would make bank.
An
Maybe
election broadcast geared toward kids.
for
I think it
kids.
would.
Yeah, why
You'd have
not?
to be real careful with that though.
I
There's
know.
a lot of room for that to go wrong quick.
I bet you we could walk that line pretty well.
Yeah.
Every update's like, cool, America, everyone's voting. It's great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone
Exactly.
vote.
Nice. Did you guys mail in your ballots, or assuming you voted, do you mail them in?
I dropped mine at a Dropbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a drop boxer just because mailing it and stuff is I'm usually too late for that. But you can drive over to the drop box up until like 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I did too. There's a on in North Denver up here, there's like a spot on 29th. There's a rec center. You just put it in there.
I
nice.
went to the local library. On the pamphlet, the voter information pamphlet you get too, it lists like the closest drop boxes to your address, and they were all like really close. So it's obviously customized based on where you live. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think they're all over the place.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's fun, It's like doing these civic things. Well, particularly my wife, she's very civic minded, and I love it about her. I mean, she's a major nerd about this stuff. She loves jury duty. She she gets really into the process and the hierarchy of civics, you know. And generally speaking, I don't share that with her except on election day. I'm like, yeah, man, this is cool.
Hmm.
This is cool. So here we are, boys. I mean, it's going down. Well,
Seven. It's like what 7, 8 o'clock tonight. It's kind of when it'll be like we're gonna be getting the kind of the picture of what's going on.
once it
Yeah,
starts
it
heating
it
up.
depends. Yeah, usually around that time. Well, your time 7 for sure, Troy. There will be a pretty good idea of what's going on, and then you're like comes down to some swing states. It gets all exciting for a few minutes, but other times it's just like, all right, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shout out to North Carolina. They get some attention in the spotlight. You kind of forget that they exist, you
Hmm.
know?
North
Like
Carolina.
what's a city in North Carolina?
Uh, Not
Charlotte, no,
Charleston. That's South Carolina. I think Raleigh.
Charlotte, Virginia.
Raleigh? Is
Raleigh.
that Raleigh?
I can't think of a town. Sorry.
Man, me neither. That's terrible.
Raleigh, I think, is gotta be the capital,
Oh, I was
right?
right.
I mean, is it? Yeah, it's
I
the
was.
capital.
I said Charlotte.
Oh, is that north? I thought it was south.
No, that's north. I was right. First try.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I
that's
I said Charleston when you said Charlotte. So yeah, there you go. Charlotte. We got Raleigh,
that's awesome. I
Fayetteville.
feel bad. You guys both had one. I could just say probably Springfield and Aurora, be on the safe side, but yeah, I don't know much about North Carolina, I suppose.
I had a great
And
grandma that lived there, so I think that's why I got that right. So, kind
Raleigh's
of.
nice. Raleigh, Durham area. It's nice. I haven't been to Charlotte, South Carolina, though, Charleston, that's real nice.
I've heard about that. I've heard about Charleston. I got a buddy who's from there, and it's really nice. I swear here.
What's good, Raleigh? Let's start it.
Let's start it. That's podcast number 2. All right, let's dive in, boys. All right. Thanks for listening to the show, everybody. If you want to sign up for our new email newsletter or find any place to subscribe to the show on the socials, go to realgooddenver.com, which is up and live right now. Our music is by Troy Higgins, of course, and our sponsor is kitcaster.com. Let's dive right into events. Tom, what you got on tap this week?
This week, I'm going to start us off with a little Toto DJ set at Beacon on Friday. I'm going out there to support my buddy's new project. I'll get it on the screen right here. rskf.co is the company, and they are the ones behind these Denver hats. Yeah, let me throw this into the thing so that you guys can, you can just copy the thing there, but oops. Oh, I don't know what I just did.
These look like some quality hats. Are these for like New Englanders that moved here?
For New Englanders? Yeah, Denver.
Denver.
I just think it was something funny that he started up and he made his own hat like this, and then so many people were like, "Where'd you get that?"
That's so funny.
And now I've been seeing them all over town. I mean, a lot of people have been wearing them and buying them, so we're doing a little event at Beacon on Friday. We're gonna have he's gonna have his table set up. He's gonna be selling some Denver hats. There's gonna be good music. There's gonna be other vendors there as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time this Friday night at Beacon. If you want to listen to some dance music, buy yourself a Denver hat.
What time are you going on?
I'm probably going on around like midnight. So yeah, I'll probably pay from like midnight to 2.
Nice.
How was the Halloween set there?
Halloween set?
Yeah.
I did the Halloween set at Bow Brew House.
Bow. That's right. It was at Bow. Sorry.
Yeah. That was good though. And everyone was all the servers were dressed up Night at the Roxbury theme. It was pretty fun.
All right.
But this is more of a dance party for sure this weekend at Beacon on Friday, the 8th.
Right.
So it starts at 9. Come check it out. Bunch of good DJs curated by ya boy, and hats curated by my buddy Steven with his RSKF project.
Dude, I'll hit you up. I got Nuggets tickets on Friday night on the floor.
Whoa,
so
damn.
I'll be out. Mrs. Estes will be out. If I can motivate her, I'll sneak her in some Red Bull and be like, dude, let's go check out Tom's set. He's going on just like at like 10, and we can be in and out.
Exactly. Well, if you guys get out of the game, what time's the game start?
7, yeah. So we're probably out by 10.
Out of 10, you wander on over. There'll still be good music between, my set and the time you get there. So, but if you are gonna go, you gotta send me a text because I don't want you and Heidi waiting online. I have to get you guys right in.
Okay, cool. You're the man. All right, I'll let you know.
Yes.
Who they play Friday? Oh,
The Heat.
nice. That'll be a good game.
Yeah.
That sounds dope. Floor seats. Damn.
Stoked. Yeah, it's like it's on the north side of the court behind the rim, like I think like in like J or something like that. So
Oh wow, you're right there.
yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Sweet. And then Saturday, 2024 Denver Grilled Cheese and Mac Festival. This sounds like one of the tougher all-you-can-eat festivals that I've reported on here. The taco one was hard. The grill or the barbecue festival, that one wasn't so bad. It just is what it is. It's meat. But this Grilled Cheese and Mac Festival, wow. It's going to be in Rhino at the Rhino Art Park, and it's all about cheese. Sample size portions of grilled cheese and mac and cheese. It specifically says this isn't the standard fare often regulated to the kids menu, relegated to the kids menu. These chefs are curating their own unique gourmet spin on these classic dishes to deliver an elevated tasting experience. So this is the cream of the crop, grilled cheese and mac and cheese. I want to bring my own tomato soup shot glass. Wow. I mean, there's a bunch of cool people on this list who are participating. Of course, there's going to be alcohol there as well. Lots of beer to complement all that cheesy, bready goodness.
Oh boy.
And everyone in the photos are smiling. I feel like they should also do a round of photos towards the end of the day.
After everyone's already eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For these types of events, I want to see the regret. Not these girls here who are, they've maybe tried one mac so far. They haven't gotten to grilled cheese yet, and they're just drinking their first beer. They're all happy. It's sunny, fall weather. I want to see someone at the end of the day who really is regretting their decision here.
They're moving in slow motion. Like there's a slight sweat, but they're kind of hunched over. It's like, ooh.
If I owned a porta potty business, I would be called for putting this festival together and making the biggest deal of my life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, your GA at this one gives you 3 hours.
God dang.
Early entry is giving you an extra 45 minutes. So 3 hours and 45 minutes. Your VIP entry is giving you, oh man, you're getting an extra hour and a half. So 4.5 hours for VIP. I'll tell you though, I've been to a lot of these. You don't need the VIP unless you're someone who really is picky about having top shelf alcohol and really picky about, sometimes they have their own bathrooms and stuff. Otherwise, VIP is not. Unless you need to leave early or something. I've never seen anyone get full value out of the VIP at these things.
Something un-American about a VIP grilled cheese. What are you doing?
That's the thing. It's like the VIPs usually get access to like a special contest inside where like you're the only ones taste testing like these couple dishes, but like outside the VIP there's way better stuff usually anyway. I don't know.
Do you get like with the VIP, do you get to like skip the lines? You just cut people? Like,
no, not in the normal, not in GA. I mean, the only line that you get to skip is the line to go in. So like usually at these festivals, it'll be like, all right, VIP's at 12:30 and then early entries at like 1:15 and then normal entries at 2, Being able to enter earlier just stops you from being on that dreaded line that's going to be there at 2, because typically if you're GA and you're not there online early, if you show up right at 2, you're not getting in for like 45 minutes. So you got to plan accordingly if you're going to these. I've been to my fair share. I know how it goes. But some of them are really well organized. Taco Festival was not organized to handle their lines. But Barbecue Festival, you just walked right in no matter what time you got there.
what was your favorite one that you've been to?
Ooh, I mean, the Taco Festival was good. Besides it being rainy and like a little chilly and kind of a little unorganized. But Barbecue Festival, in terms of organization and sheer amount of food that it was possible for you to eat quickly,
Wow.
Barbecue Festival has it down. I haven't been to Denver Beer Fest. I know that is really huge, and they do a good job, but more about the food.
Dude, this menu actually looks amazing. There's probably 30 different restaurants on here, and I just gotta make a note. Everyone showed their hand. Stem Cider's got bison short rib mac and cheese that's gluten free plus cider and howdy beer. Amazing. But like, take a look at Williams and Graham. It just says surprise menu item. Come on, man, make a commitment. And then the cake bar, cake samples with vegan cream cheese frosting. What are you doing here, man?
I will tell you though that Williams and Graham is the place to beat. From what I've heard, and I actually stumbled upon one of these a couple of weeks ago. There's the cocktail making contest scene in Denver is extensive, and there's at least 2 events every single week. And Williams and Graham is winning like more than half of those. So
They have prestige, but I'm just saying, like, for the sake of organizing this, and I'm looking at the menu, you gotta show us your hand. What are you gonna give? Surprise! It's all a surprise.
exactly.
Got bone to pick, Williams and Graham.
They should have a little map where I could like plan my route, you know, what I want to get.
Yeah, totally.
Them top Mimos. Habanero peach oxtail grilled cheese with Kahlua pork with guava sauce, fried garlic.
Let's go.
Cheese pockets with bacon. Top that, Williams and Graham.
Yes, some of these are really wild looking. I mean, pork belly banh mi beer mac and cheese
Yeah.
from Blue Moon. Oh yeah, you know that's gonna pair nicely with a fresh Blue Moon.
I like the extra throatiness you put into that. Oh yeah, too.
Yeah.
Spirit of a
Mukja, Korean street cheese dog with a side of kimchi tomato soup. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's going on Saturday. You got to buy a ticket ahead of time, so make sure you get on, do it. You're in there for 85 bills. And then Friday, before you come down to Beacon, you should hit up this Rhythm and Flavor tapas and a tango lesson. Tapas and tango.
Nice.
Hell yeah. It's down at the Museum of Contemporary Art, so you know it's probably going to be legit because they always have the legit folks coming through there. Tango Colorado is a not-for-profit dance community that promotes the social dance of Argentine tango by providing opportunities for people to learn, practice, and enjoy this dance. Hell yeah. Head down to the Museum of Contemporary Art, you know, dress nice in your ballroom tango outfits, see some nice contemporary art, and then have some delicious tapas and tango lesson from 6 to 8 p.m. I mean, if that's not a classy date for those who are looking to, you know, dress nice and have a nice sophisticated evening, you know, show up to the museum around 5:30, quick walk around, see some art, and then go in for your tapas and tango.
Hell yeah.
I thought that just seemed like a cool one.
Well, tango's the kind of dance is serious business. You know what I mean? There's no smiling in tango.
Very true. It's very true.
You're there to like tango.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Appreciate
but
that.
It's a lesson, so it's not like I think it's all levels are welcome here. All levels of tangoers. It actually says here, Argentine tango is not a dance that requires you to have rhythm or even a left and right foot. People that just cannot dance are often the very best for this dance.
How would you like that?
Everything will be explained in really simple terms, it says, and they'll have you walking in an embrace in no time. Hell yeah.
So you don't need to be intimidated, because it seems kind of intimidating, tango. But you don't even need a left and a right foot. You could have 2 left feet, like what's his name from Best in Show.
That's what I'm saying.
It's great.
We ask that you be prepared to dance in socks or wear soft bottom shoes. Heels are not required. Seems like a very beginner friendly tango lesson going on.
Yep. Nice.
Over at the museum. And that's what I got. Oh yeah, we'll do a quick Red Rocks. I think it's going to be short. It's going to be all of the trees because Red Rocks is wrapping up. Yep, no Friday event this week, no Thursday event this week. Saturday and Sunday of the trees. Saturday is the one that I would like to go to, but actually I'm taking a night off, but Saturday's got Mind Chatter, Halogenics, Anna Morgan, amongst others. Sunday, Emancipator Trio, Goop Steppa, Freddie Todd, and others. So of the Trees 2 nights, they got a 2-day pass if you want that. And then that is literally it until next weekend. No Red Rocks during the week this week. This is the final week of Red Rocks. The last show is November 15th, Tiesto. And the night before that, Armin van Buuren. Armin. And that's it. And then we're done with Red Rocks for the season.
Oh, it came and went so fast.
I know. Christmas in Color, though, starting up on the 29th. And that will go all the way through December. Actually, it's going all the way through January 4th. Christmas light show.
Drive-through holiday light show. Looks cool.
Yeah, they always used to do that over in Jersey. It's fun. Bring the kiddies. It's good for your younger kids and see some fun, cool lights. That's it.
Nice. Thanks, Tom. All right, I got a couple of things. First off, we're going to add, we always have the Red Rock schedule in the newsletter, and I'm going to add another one, which is Denver's electronic dance music calendar. And this is comprehensive. There's got to be 50 things going on this week, from clubs, theaters, Mission Ballroom, big events. It's everything. And it's kind of organized, kind of old school PHP and just a spreadsheet. So for you electronic dance music people, check out that link. That is going to be on our newsletter from here on out every week. Cool. Okay, so Tuesday, that's tonight. We have Brain Cloud Bar and Trivia. Tired of all the electioneering? They're not playing it. So people that don't share the same civic excitement, they can go there and do trivia. Why not? Seems like a good idea. That's on the Boulevard. Oh, I'm sorry. That's at the Rusty Bucket Bar and Grill in Lakewood. But if you do, if you are interested in the, and you don't want to cry in your own house over whatever candidate you're in favor of, you've got the 2024 election recap. What do the results mean for you? And this is tomorrow, November 6th, or I'm sorry. Yeah, tomorrow, November 6th at Leprino Hall in the Colorado Christian University. So essentially it sounds like political strategist Patrick David and Advanced Colorado Michael Fields are going to add some commentary and analysis. But again, that's assuming that tomorrow we're going to have an understanding of what's going on. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to go on until January, and we just won't know. We won't escape it. But if you want to hear some analysis of what happens tonight, tomorrow, you got a spot. You can go check that out. We have the 40th annual ceramic sale and exhibition. This is on Thursday, and this is the JCC ceramic sale. And I believe the JCC is not union, but it's like the group. And I know about this group. Oh no, this is a Jewish community center. Okay, this isn't the group I was thinking of, but it's holiday season. Who doesn't want ceramics? You know what I'm saying? This is a good place to go get it.
40 years. It's quite the running there.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about the ceramics community. I've learned from my daughter, who won some awards with their ceramics. She's awesome.
Wow.
But it's a very insular community, and there's a lot of old timers that do it, and they've been doing it forever. And I think it really those people rise to the top because there's so much technique in ceramics that it really takes a long time to get really good at it. So, I'm in for ceramics.
Yeah, I was just so bad at it back in the day.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It probably takes a while to master the craft, unless there are a few gifted people who just get it right away. I have seen that too.
I know. Those are like the videos online that grab me, when it's like some Japanese master making a tea kettle or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just see the way they hold their tools even. You're like, ooh, man. But that's me. I'm a craftsmanship guy. Art, I can kind of take it or leave it. Sometimes I hate art. I look at it, I'm like, I hate this. But you see a nice teapot, you're like, dude, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my jam.
Hell
So
arguably art as well. Craftsmanship and art can go hand in hand.
it's true.
without a doubt.
It's true. But it's too arty, It's like you're trying to make me look at your art.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's a little much sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we all want a little fringe on stuff or whatever, but like, what are you arting it up? Come on, man. Just give me a teapot. Okay, we have the 29th annual Thanksgiving outreach. So this is Pastor David Clifton Ministries is holding this Thanksgiving outreach event. They're looking for clothing and food donations. They're basically gearing up to do a big Thanksgiving food drive. So if that's on your bucket list, here's a great group you can go help people get fed on Thanksgiving this year. This weekend we've got Denver Fashion Week. Welcome to the most anticipated event of the year, Denver Fashion Week. DFW, I'm trying to see if they've got how long they've been doing this. I know it's at least 20 years, but this is a really cool event. I knew one of the original organizers, photographers, stylists. It's amazing. It's gorgeous, and it's not Denver Fashion Week. It's Denver Fashion Week, which is important because Denver fashion is, well, the pinnacle of Denver fashion is crew neck sweaters. We all know that. But generally speaking, it's your Arc'teryx and Patagonia set. It's kind of fashion illiterate in a way. But there is a very thriving fashion community that does some like really progressive fashion forward stuff. And Denver Fashion Week is the place where they all get together and have parties and do the runway stuff. Super cool. I love it.
Nice.
November 9th, you've got the Denver Veterans Day Parade in City Park. You can go check that out. What was? Oh, old uniforms, vehicles, and weapons.
Nice.
Veterans Park. I mean, hey, we got the election. Everyone's gonna be excited for it. We have the 36th annual Champagne Cascade at the Brown Palace. Now, this is a $250 ticket,
Yeah,
which
I always hear about this one every year.
Yeah, this is a big Denver tradition, and it's probably kind of like hockey. You pay a ticket because you're just hoping that they fight. I'm not trying to put an evil hex on them, but man, if they did stack up that gigantic pyramid of champagne glasses and it just fell apart, hey, it'd be worth $250, right?
Oh, yeah, you want to see that.
You just want that danger in the air is what drives that ticket price. I'm sure like everyone sharing a champagne toast at the end of that is great too, but man, it'd be pretty awesome to see it if it fell.
Sold out, actually.
Oh, it was sold out. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Sold out. Yeah, that's always a popular thing. I know you got to get your tickets quick for that one.
Yeah, got to get your white gloves and your hats, and it's very debonair event. And then of course we got Cat Fest, and that's Colorado's ultimate celebrations of all things cat. And this is a big event. This is at the National Western Complex. This is on Saturday and Sunday, or no, it's just Sunday, 11 to 5. So there's an entertainment lineup, cat video cafe, celebrity cats, which might be worth it depending on, who it is. Tika Cat Show, adoption booths, it's everything cats, So if you love cats,
Hello
and
Kitty's 50th anniversary.
Is it 50th?
Hello Kitty.
Oh, Hello Kitty.
Oh, wow, yeah, Hello Kitty's OG.
I remember talking about this event last year, the Cat Fest.
Oh, did we?
I think we. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we did. I think we did.
Well, it sounds like
All
something
about
I'd be interested in.
Mm-hmm. I want to know
Big fan.
which celebrity cat. Like, I can't think of one that's not like a cartoon character.
Maybe it's going to be Grumpy Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Is Grumpy Cat still around?
I need some like animal actors like that have been in some cool roles in movies. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, no.
There's
Grumpy
one.
Cat's gone. Darn.
Like, what was that movie? Was it The Cat from Outer Space? Yeah, that's it. Dude, that's one of my favorite movies of all time when I was a kid.
Cat from Outer Space.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's a Disney movie, I believe. But it's real action. The cat, the actor, should have won some awards. That's very good cat acting, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, there's commercials with cats, and I'm always quick to point out, my cat's name is Bird. And so I'm like, oh, Bird, there's Cat, because she's got to appreciate celebrity culture as much as we do,
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
they got
What's
like
up?
celebrity cats.
Troy's flying out for the Cat Fest. We'll pick him up at the airport.
I'll be there. I
Yes.
want to see the cat from outer space. Wait, no, he'd be like 50 years old. So
Yeah, he'd be too old. I don't think he's made it. But if you guys want to watch a great movie, and I'm serious, it's a great movie. Cat from Outer Space is awesome.
Yeah. And
the cover of the movie looks awesome. It's a saucer with a cat.
Yeah, and it's got like a illuminating collar, and I think that's how it talks. Like the collar flashes, and you hear the voice. It doesn't. It's not like Mr. Ed where the mouth moves.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, spoiler alert: the cat talks. So that's
Wow.
worth the price of admission right there. All
definitely,
right,
you can also learn about the history of cats.
well done, well done. I
It's
like
right
that.
here. It's in the list.
Nice. All right, let's talk about highlights from the week. Troy, how was your week, buddy? What stood out for you?
Weekend was awesome. So I was in Vegas over the weekend visiting my dad and my brother. So it was my first time hanging out with my dad in like 6 months. So that was really cool. We just met up in Vegas, hung out, watched sports, and did a whole lot of nothing, honestly. Flew back in yesterday and got my dose in of football and sports for probably the rest of the season. So yeah, I
Nice.
told my girlfriend Belen, I was like, we're gonna go to this like vintage pop-up market this weekend on Sunday, and I was like, let's get out of the house. Like I need to not watch football Sunday. So I got my fix in for sure. Got it out of my system.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, to their
Yeah.
sports room or
Yeah, the sports book. Yeah, so you just
yeah,
basically did the same thing that we do on Sundays anyways, but
With
just
much
in a
bigger
bigger
TVs.
auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of teams. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Those are cool. Those big sports books. They got a lot of really nice ones in Vegas.
Hmm. I'll tell you though, you see some interesting characters in there for sure. Yeah, the type of clientele you get in those things can be pretty funny. You don't want to hang out in them too long.
you turn in one of those guys.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to turn into one of those guys. What do you guys have going on this week?
Um, well, actually, I have a quick thing. Apparently, those sports books and even big clubs in Vegas, any of them that have a blackjack table, they actually have to let you in without a cover. If you just say when you're walking in that you're there to play blackjack. So
Nice.
keep that in mind, because some of those big like sports books, like they have a big pool one and stuff.
Hmm.
Sometimes they'll charge you like a cover and stuff, but if you just say that you're there to gamble or you're there to do some table games or something, apparently they have to let you in for free because they can't, like, whatever the rule is, they can't charge you to go sit at a table.
That's a life hack. That's cool.
I just found that out. So next time someone's going to Vegas, we got to test that.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I had a pretty relaxing weekend. I'm not gonna lie. No shows, nothing crazy. But speaking of relaxing, I did go to a place down in Lone Tree, I believe. It's either Lone Tree or Centennial. It's right down there at Park Meadows. Um, Quick drive from town if you want to get out and go to the relaxing corner is what it's called. And this is it's not your traditional massage place. It's like a reflexology. Does anyone know? I don't know what the main differences are. It's basically a massage, but they focus a little bit more on, like, it's like muscle recovery, and sometimes they're doing like certain stretching, and they're really focusing on like helping your body. It's more of a recovery thing than like a luxury, feel good massage, if that makes sense. Really good prices. You don't make an appointment. You just walk right in there, and they got guys ready to go at all times. And you just you walk right in. Good pricing. You decide that you got to write it on the little paper if you want foot, back, legs, or like full body, and then you choose how much time you want, and then they're just like, okay, this way, and that's it. But
Yeah. Wait, I think I
solid.
might know this place. What's it called?
The relaxing corner.
Oh
Or
no,
like,
I don't know that.
Let me see reflexology.
I think that's on the feet, right? Like reflexology is like the foot massage.
Yeah, you definitely. Um, they have different purposes and techniques. Reflexology is a holistic healing method that focuses on stimulating reflex points. Yeah, it's like pressure points and stuff a lot of the time, um, on the feet, hands, and ears. Massage is a broader term that can be applied to any part of the body. So, it really is like if you choose full body, you're kind of getting a massage and reflexology combo. Um, but yeah, reflexology is based on the idea that the body has energy channels that connect the skin to internal organs. So they're focusing more on those reflex points, pressure points, and things like that. I don't know. It was good. It was well worth. It's $49 for 60 minutes. So
that's a deal.
that's a solid price.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
So relaxing corner. That's my highlight.
Nice. My highlight, I went to Pho 95 on Federal. God dang, is that delicious. Oh, so good. I had they got probably 30 different bowls of pho, and I went with the well done brisket. Oh man, dude.
Good choice. Good choice.
So good.
Nice.
It was so good. All right, let's do the our feature, which is a neighborhood spotlight series, and we're talking about Capitol Hill. So we're going to talk a little bit about Denver's history. It's known for its historic mansions, its punk rock scene, and the eclectic mix of bars, coffee shops, and cultural spots. Tom, kick us off, buddy. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah. I can run through these. Cap Hill, you got to highlight some iconic venues that are down there. Number one for me, the Fillmore. Fillmore is just a great, amazing vibe and energy inside there. You have these huge, I don't even know what period those chandeliers are from, but when you go in there, it's like an old feel, almost like a Renaissance feel inside the Fillmore. That might be too old, but it's maybe Baroque period inside there, or is that like, I don't even know, Ryan. Maybe you have an idea, but Fillmore is just a good vibe in there, and the way that venue is laid out is a huge pit in the dance floor, and then on all sides it goes up into like a balcony around, and it's just a solid spot. So Fillmore is the best one in my opinion. Then I think I might put the Bluebird over the Ogden in some cases. They're very similar venues, but Bluebird and the Ogden are the next two, and they're all within like 3 minutes of each other walking down the street. So those are some iconic Denver venues that people aspire to play at. So Fillmore, Ogden, Bluebird, top venues over there. Big LGBTQ plus bar scene over there on Colfax and Cap Hill. Got to give a shout out to Charlie's, the iconic bar down there for the scene. I mean, when you go in there, it's just a party at all times. It's always so much fun. And then X Bar is quite the same energy. Also, X Bar has a nice upstairs room, which is almost like a secret little house club. And definitely got to check that out. But those are two super fun spots. So got to shout out that scene over in the Cap Hill area. And then for food, I'm going Spice Room, which didn't start over in the Cap Hill, but they'd have a new spot over on Colfax. And it's just as good. Same high quality standards. And then Pete's on Colfax. And that'll be two of my favorite food spots in the Cap Hill area. I was trying to be careful to not go into Uptown. I feel like I'm drawing the line at Colfax, where Uptown and Cap Hill end.
Fair. I think that's probably accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I just typed in looking for additional clubs in GPT, and it dropped a map with pins in it. I've never seen that from GPT before.
Oh,
Wait.
wow.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah, most of the Cap Hill clubs are on Colfax there, but there are some like hidden bars and stuff deep inside the Cap Hill area. Like you could even consider, Church and 1134
Vinyl.
Vinyl. You could consider those Cap Hill as well, I think.
I know this is probably controversial. Like, where does South Broadway start and where does Cap Hill end? Hard to say. Hard
Yeah,
to say.
and then downtown starts on the other side of Broadway, I feel like, or that like that other, Santa Fe area over there. But I would say you can consider Cap Hill up until Broadway there, and then up to Colfax as well, and then you got that box that kind of goes around. Oh, not all the way to Colorado, but maybe to around where like that high school is over there. Which one is that? East?
Yep. Yep. And then you're getting closer to East Colfax once you get out that way. But yeah, I think it counts. I think it's in.
Yeah, count it. What else?
Real
Count
quick,
it.
Fillmore's been there since 1907. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! If you could see any images of what the Fillmore looks like inside.
It's cool. It does have beautiful chandelier. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about chandeliers or North Carolina. Just never been educated in that part.
Yeah.
Chandeliers, North Carolina.
If we're going on the fringe of Capitol Hill, I only mention it, but it's Music City Chicken, which is inside True Brewery. And that is a phenomenal fried chicken. I got to give them a shout out, even though I don't know if they are necessarily Cap Hill. But when I think about Cap Hill, one thing comes to mind for me, which is Wax Trax. And Wax Trax is definitely the heart of Capitol Hill. I think everybody, if you grew up in Denver, at some point you're going to live in Cap Hill. What do they call it? Poets Row. There are just all kinds of like, low down apartment complexes in there with sketchy people. One story, I had a bike. It wasn't much of a bike, it was whatever. I bought it used from a guy, but it got me around. I was, I think I was 19, and I had an apartment off like at 19th in Pennsylvania, and I just parked it out in front of I would lock it in front of the apartment building. But one time I unlocked it, I brought it inside the doors, like inside the first locking door, right? So it's in the apartment, and just left it there, ran up to my apartment, came down, and it was gone. So flash forward about 3 or 4 months, and I see this guy, and he's riding his bike, and I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. And I looked deeper, and it was my bike. Only it had like all these accessories on it. Like he went with like the rear view mirrors, and he went with the pannier saddlebags. He'd taken my bike and like totally juiced it up. And I was like, hey man, that's my bike. He's like, nope, somebody just left it here. I was like, yeah, me, that was mine. That was my bike, dude. And he's like, oh, well, I put all this money into it. I was like, so like, what are we gonna do, man? He's like, well, I'll pay you for it. I was like, okay, fine. He's like, how much? I'm like, all right, $50, man. I can see you went, you fixed it up.
Upgraded
I was
it.
like, $50. He's like, okay, cool. Come on up to my place. I'm at like, unit 17 or whatever, and I'll write you a check. And I was okay. So I go in there, I walk into his apartment, and first thing I notice is all the old school wood paneling. Second thing I notice is several posters of David Hasselhoff, all oiled up, Baywatch style, there. And then the smell hits me in the face. And I look over to my left. I'm like, dude, what is going on in here? He's like, I breed guinea pigs. And I was like, ugh, in the apartment?
Oh,
Like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, that's no problem. Let me just, and he like bringing me in to like get the check. I was like, nah, man, that's cool. You can keep it. It's fine. We're good. I'm out. It's left.
Yeah.
So there's like, rodent farmers in Cap Hill. That's just like part of the allure. That's a part of the charm. It's great. I don't know if that culture still exists today. That was the 90s. It was different. Hasselhoff was a big deal back then. I don't know.
he was.
So anyway, right around the corner, Wax Trax. Man, that was the spot. Back in those days, it was buying used CDs, but now you can get vinyl there. They probably still have CDs. They had all the sick band T-shirts. I remember getting a Low End Theory T-shirt before, like, this is before Tribe Called Quest was even known. It was like when that album came out and had Low End Theory. They had the sick Public Enemy shirts. They had all the good stuff. I love Wax Trax. Shout out to them. Couple other things worthy of note around there. Pottagers, if we're talking about restaurants, so good. City O City, which is probably a controversial pick. They're not the friendliest people, but if you're vegan, it's a good place to go to get some vegan fare. And then of course we have the son and daughter of Capitol Hill, which is Neil Cassidy and Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac via Neil Cassidy, who grew up in Capitol Hill, and of course the unsinkable Molly Brown is also from Cap Hill, and of course her mansion is down there famously, who could not be sunk by the Titanic.
The legends.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Cap Hill was awesome. I left there right when this guy Brent J. Brents was terrorizing the neighborhood. Probably not even worth bringing up, that homicidal rapist, but he was like breaking into people's places, and it was a little dodgy.
Oh man. Well, also shout out to Wax Tracks. For people who don't know, if you have any problems with your record player, whether it's like a cartridge or a needle or a belt drive, they basically have like a geek bar there, like a Geek Squad at Best Buy, except it's all for your record players. And if you bring it down there, they'll pretty much fix it within like 4 minutes. Whatever is making your record player not work, they got all the parts and wires and soldering kits that you could ever need. So if you're having problems, bring it down there and they'll fix it right up for you.
Tracks is a legendary place, man. That was the spot, like when I released my first record, like I went and immediately sold those albums as used, like 3 of them, to Wax Tracks, and I would come in all the time to see if the used ones had sold and then sell 3 more back, not to make any money on it, but it's like that's where people went to find music,
Yeah.
So cool.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
That spot.
Nice.
Well, that's a wrap. Anything else, boys?
Looking good.
Yeah, I think we're doing good.
Throw on the
Yeah.
election map.
HBO Red Zone broadcast of the election. We'll be looking for that.
Yep, that's coming.
Yeah.
up.
To all my people really emotionally involved in this election, I hope you get your wish. I hope you do. So I'll leave it with that. Go check out realgooddenver.com. Sign up for our email newsletter and subscribe to the show. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. That's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
All right, great show, guys.
Yeah, have a great day.